we are on our way to the most storied, the most hated, the most historic rivalry in all of American soccer.
At Colton Stadium in Portland, Oregon, where tonight the Portland Timbers play host to the Seattle Sounders in the first round of the North American Soccer League playoffs. The air is electrified. I can't believe anything except World Championship right here tonight.
You know, they like to say they're Soccer City, USA, but I tend to disagree.
That is a red card for Azera, and Seattle will end this game with 8.
The crowd, of course, thinks that was a dirty play, but really it was not.
All I gotta say is now we won one. Portland can't say shit.
Ari, Portland Timbers versus Seattle Sounders. We're currently stood on this hill because we need the high ground today. Give us a little bit of history and what we can expect from this match and from Portland in general.
Some pundits would tell you that it's been surpassed by El Tráfico and the Inter-Miami Orlando City Derby or what have you, but this is still the best rivalry in MLS.
I've actually never been to Providence Park.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So
first Providence Park.
This is going to be. What should I expect from Providence?
It is a great place to watch a game. It's very different from Lumen Field. Lumen Field is much bigger. You know, it's an NFL stadium, and with it being more compact, it gets real loud in there. And then especially for games like this, it goes crazy.
I'm just excited. We should get going.
Let's hit the road.
Let's hit the road. Well, but like that would be good content.
Lobbing Scorchers runs out of gas.
Lobbing Scorchers runs out of gas. All no gas, no brakes. That's our new show. Bro, Ari, get out here, bro. The vibes are great, dude. It's not dude, we don't even need to go to the club anymore. We can just chill at this gas station all day long.
Got a couple hours until we can get our credentials, so gonna get a bite to eat, and then I kind of want some caffeine after that. Colton, how are you feeling?
I'm good. I actually have a fun fact for you about this house. The first governor of Oregon, Lee Johnson Phillips, actually grew up in this house in suburban Portland. Not a lot of people know that, but that's the original White House.
This has been made up historical facts.
Yeah,
with Colton
I got
Kiser.
plenty of them. This is actually the first purple house, too, in the country.
Ari, Sounders Timbers trivia, okay?
Okay, hit me.
Right? Are you ready?
Yeah.
First question for $100. This is Cash Cab. What year did the Seattle Sounders and Portland Timbers first play each other in a competitive match?
I mean, I know it's in the 70s. I know it's in the 70s.
So let's talk this through a little bit. Seattle Sounders were founded in 1974. The Portland Timbers were founded in 1975.
I mean, I'm going to say 75.
75 is correct. Ari, $100,000 in your bank account now. Which competition was the first to feature a Timbers Sounders match?
I mean, NASL?
That's correct.
Yeah. The better one would be who won that first match. I think Seattle won it 1-0.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, wow, that's a good pull.
Ari, which team has more all-time wins in competitive matches between the Sounders and Timbers?
Isn't it still the Sounders?
You're right. You're correct. The Sounders lead the all-time record, but the Timbers do lead the MLS currently. Okay, this one should be easy. Final question for $1 billion and 10% of Obed Vargas's transfer fee. Who is the all-time leading goal scorer in the Sounders-Timbers matches across all competition?
Is it Freddie Montero?
Try again.
Is it Diego Valeri?
Nope. Try again.
Wow. Dempsey?
Try again.
Is it someone really obvious that
Yes, it's someone very obvious.
Oh man, I really don't know. Who is it?
Raul Ruiz.
Oh, I should have got that.
Yeah, Raul Ruiz is Portland's nightmare, apparently.
Yeah, no, that entirely adds up. I was going too far back in the bank as a recent character.
What was your favorite Raul goal against the Timbers?
Honestly, the one he scored last year was pretty sick.
Yeah, I did that like half.
But no, I think the correct answer to that is the one that he scored in the 2018 playoffs when they ended up losing that game because of playoff Aspria. But the goal Raul scored to tie it on aggregate, or give Seattle the lead on aggregate before the Timbies tied it, was one of his sickest Sounders goals for sure. All right, we just got done at Fireside. And Noah, what did you think of the spread that we got there?
I thought the spread was delicious. We got a little pretzel.
The pretzel
with beer cheese, and you were coughing up. You were like, "Oh, the mustard's too spicy."
I took mustard to the dome.
Yeah, pretzel was good.
The pretzel was really good.
Pretzel was like a 8.5.
It had the cheese dip and the mustard. I would agree, 8+ on the pretzel.
Yeah.
And shout out Fireside, and we racked one YouTube sub.
Yeah, our waitress was like, "Oh, we'll sub. What are you doing with that camera?" And I was like, this is embarrassing to admit, but we have a podcast
about the Seattle Sounders, but she seems supportive of it regardless. So
so
shout out to the establishment.
We got these stickers. We're gonna put these bad boys up.
The Club World Cup sticker's actually fire.
Dude, I know. I think this is another good spot, you know? The meters run. Beautiful. We're official. Wait, Ari, are we officially ultras?
I guess so, yeah.
Oh, hey. Bro, I'm gonna fight you right now on the street in it. Because when people are walking back to their cars from the stadium, they're gonna see this one and be so tilted. They'll be like, dang. Wait, Sounders fans.
We got Sounders fans.
Go Durs. Go Sounders. Okay. They're not locked in, that's okay. Where's the love? Where's the love? Where's the passion for this football club? All right, we're in enemy territory now. PB etiquette is on.
PB etiquette on.
PB etiquette is on.
Professionalism, journalistic integrity.
We are very integral to this journalistic institution.
The amount of integrity coming out in this.
I'm sweating out integrity.
Sweating out integrity.
Yeah.
Actually, not that long of an elevator ride.
I think they upgraded the elevator, dude. See inside.
Now, this is actually, I think, the coolest part about Providence Park. Is when you hit this catwalk right here on the walk to the PB. Sounders lineup just dropped, and it was for the most part the 11 that you would expect, but a little bit unexpected, Noah, is that you've got the much oft-discussed Jesus Ferreira Albert Rusnak duo. They're running it.
That's a questionable winger choice.
It's a front four of Moose, Ryan Kent, Albert Rusnak, and Jesus Ferreira. And I think a lot of people aren't going to be happy about that. I'm good with it. What if he gets the first Sounders goal in this situation? I think the chance of that happening is worth running it, even though we have little evidence that it's going to work.
I don't know, Ari. I don't know. I'm concerned about it. We know Ferreira and Rusnak can't play together. We know Ferreira is not a winger. And to play him and start him in this situation and have have who's on the bench?
Paul Rothrock, Georgie Manungu.
Yeah, Paul Rothrock and Georgie Manungu on the bench is crazy.
I would have liked to have seen a Rothrock start, but I think with this, how they're running it, Rothrock will get his 30-40 minutes in this game.
This just, to me, feels like a best 11 on paper type situation. It's not necessarily a what is actually been playing well situation. It just feels so weird to me.
You're on record as skeptical.
I am skeptical. I'm skeptical.
Let's see how it goes.
Off we go. Timbers getting us going here. Assist man, 5 assists out last 5 games, goes across to Mascara, top of the box, strikes it just wide. And here comes Masovsky, he's got the run on Miller. Ball holds up, top of the box now is Rusnak in support, Kenton right, strikes it! And it's Rusnak! He glides it into the bottom corner and celebrates in front of the travelling Sounders support. Providence Park is silent. The Sounders fans celebrate. 1-0 Sounders. Lays it out from the centre, far side the right to Mosquera. Been advanced in that right back spot a number of times. Inside the box is DaCosta. And it's Moreno, just top of the 6-yard box. We're going to see if it's a offside. Kimke he's asking. But right now the Timbers celebrate. Timbers 1, Sounders 1.
Halftime at Providence Park. Seattle Sounders 1, Portland Timbies 1. Noah, I actually thought that half, for the most part, went pretty well. Derby game like this, first thing you got to do is get through those first 15 to 20 minutes without conceding and absorb whatever pressure they're going to put you under off rip.
Yeah.
And they were able to do that, and they got the first goal, which that's your second assignment, is try and get the first goal.
Yeah.
So mission accomplished on that front. Unfortunately, your next task after that is to get to halftime, maintaining the lead at all costs. They could not do that. They give up the equalizer in that 10-minute period between when Rusnak scored. So that was unfortunate, but for me, the nice thing about scoring the first goal is that keeps you alive in a situation where you concede and you're still in it for all 3 points.
Yeah, it seems like they can still get another goal. They've been attacking well. How many damn corners have they had? I mean, it's been like 6. It feels like 5 or 6.
I really like what I'm seeing in attack. The Timbies are throwing numbers forward like we thought they would.
Yeah.
I think Seattle's doing a pretty good job right now of generating good chances off that space and on the counter. So I like what I'm seeing from that standpoint. Would like to see Ryan Kent.
He's been kind of getting done in. Like, I don't think this has been his best match so far.
I think he was a little too pumped up to start the game.
Yeah, I think so.
Like it,
yeah.
But maybe in the second half he'll settle in a little bit.
Yeah, I hope so. Because I was down shooting this first half, how was the Ferreira?
I thought it looked okay. I mean, Rusnak gets a goal with the setup, so I don't know.
It's hard
not
to say
because of it, but it didn't look like they were stepping on each other like they had been in previous games. And I thought Ferreira had some good moments from out wide, so I thought it looked okay.
Yeah, and the finish by Rusnak, the brigade is in shambles. So it's always. Does this one count?
I think it does.
I think it counts.
I think it does. Against the Timbies on the road. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out on the pod.
Yeah. Well, on to half 2. Go Dares.
Rusnak goal scorer gets us going. It was Rusnak who got the team going in the 30th minute with a well-guided shot in the bottom corner. But picked up by Masovsky. Can he make something happen? Top of the box. Wriggles free. Look for a bit of space. Finds Rusnak, 25 yards from goal, right of centre. Support by Alex on the right-hand side. Whips it in, gets the deflection straight in the arms. Crapo. Maybe it's a substitution. Yeah, maybe the sub that they made. It's going to give Portland a final chance. It's a little sloppy by the Sounders. And there is the referee's whistle. Brings another pulsating derby match between the Timbers and the Sounders to an end here in downtown Portland. And it started off so well for the Sounders in the 30th minute. Albert Rusnak picked the ball up and guided it into the bottom corner from outside the 18-yard box.
Well, there's no such thing as a moral victory, perhaps, because I do believe that, we outplayed them for large parts of the game. I mean, look, they're a dangerous team. I don't want to take anything away from them. Got some good attacking players, but at the end of the day, end of the game, I should say, we were on top of them. They couldn't get out of their half. We had numerous chances. Statistically, we were better than them. So points dropped probably. Classic Albert Rusnak goal. As soon as he got the ball on his foot, I knew he was going to score. He's done that countless times in his career. He's coming across the goal this way. He waits for the defender to open his legs, puts it back across the goalkeeper. Classic Albert goal. I thought he was very good tonight, very influential. The overall total record, I believe, is 57 wins for the Sounders, 47 for Portland, and 18 draws. I believe it's somewhere in that range. MLS, it's like 15, 15, and 8, but 8 of the wins have been here in this building. This building, some of the seats in the coaches' thing are torn. They've got some things to do, but the rivalry has stood the test of time. It's the best rivalry in MLS, in my opinion.
All right, we are here at an empty Providence Park where the Seattle Sounders just drew the Portland Timbies 1-1. Albert Rusnak scores the opener in the on the half-hour mark. Santiago Moreno gets the equalizer 6 minutes later, and that was all she wrote. No, I guess my initial takeaway is that ordinarily a draw on the road in a derby game like this is a solid, acceptable result for the road team. And that's pretty much what I consider this. How are you feeling?
I feel the same way. I think that this was an acceptable result. In fact, I said this was going to be a 1-1 game.
You called it
in the PB beforehand, and I really thought that it was a fun match, and the Sounders can definitely feel like they could have taken 3 points here, and I think that's frustrating for the team.
Overall, I didn't think the chance generation was all that great, but I do kind of feel like they played well enough to win that game on both sides of the ball. I think defensively it was a good performance aside from the goal that they conceded.
Which was sloppy, I think.
It was sloppy, but realistically, shutting out the Timbies at home, very hard to do. I didn't really have much of an expectation that they were going to do that. Holding them to 1 goal at home is not bad.
Yeah.
So I think that's sort of what makes it frustrating, though, is that they put themselves in position to win it and played well enough to win it and then didn't. So, Noah, any final thoughts before we call it a wrap from Providence Park here?
No rest for the weary, and it's fun to be here. Like, I can't lie. Like, as much as
your first Providence Park.
Yeah, it's my first PP. My first PP, folks.
All right, we're gonna call it a wrap right there from Providence Park. Thank you all, as always, for tuning in to another vlog. We've been having a lot of fun making these. We're going to look for opportunities to make more of them. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed these first 2 that we've put out, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Peace.